guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today has been an epic fail so far. So I've just done this tutorial with the Colourpop Miss Bliss palette, and there was something wrong with the memory card, only I didn't know until I'd filmed the end of it, because I can't see the viewfinder because it's on the back of the camera. It won't my viewfinder comes down like that and then it gets in the way of the tripod, so I can't have a viewfinder in front of me, whereas my old one came to the side and I could see if there was any problems. They are better quality videos, so it is worth it. But like I said, I did this look with the Miss Bliss palette. I was doing 3 days free looks with this palette, so today I've used like the majority of these here and this one here. I'm going to talk you through it just so you know what I've used. I know it's not the same as actually seeing me apply it on my eyes, but I do want to talk you through it because this is day one, look one, and I don't want to take it off. If I hadn't have done like my lash line, I would have restarted it again, but it will just like take all my makeup off here, so yeah, I'm not going to do that at this point. So basically what I've done is, so what I did first is go in with Initiative in my crease, and then I went in with Loves It on the eyelid and up into the crease a little bit, and then I went in with Chakra to Me, which is absolutely beautiful. It's pink and it's got like gold undertones. So yeah, I went in with Chakra to Me all over the lid. I had to go in a few times just because I'd put this down and this is quite pigmented, but it turned out really nice. It reminded me of the look I did with the Miss Bliss palette and the Lottie London eye foil, so if you like that look that I created, this eye look is very similar. And then in the inner corners I thought I would give Off Quartz a try, and it's worked out really well as well. So even though I don't like Off Quartz to use in my crease because it doesn't show up, it's practically transparent, that's the shade, and when I actually swatch it, it just blends into my skin tone and all you can see is the glitter. It works well for the inner corners, so yeah, that at least I can use it for something. So tomorrow I'm going to be using these orange peach tones here, and then on Monday I'm going to be using these shades here with the glitter, and then on Tuesday we can do a new Shot My Stash. I know it's not ideal, you're not seeing the look that I created today, but it can't be helped and I just don't want to repeat it. So yeah, this concludes the eye look. By the way guys, I used this Kiko lip gloss. It's in the shade 11. It's one of the 3D Hydra lip glosses, and mascara is just the same old, the Essence one. So yeah, that's it really. But yeah, it's a really good lipstick this, and I think it goes really well with the overall look. So I'll come forward and you'll be able to see what it looks like. Sorry for the camera again for malfunctioning on me, it can't be helped, and like I said, I don't want to refilm it. I just want to get these looks done and then we can choose another palette for the upcoming week on Tuesday. But yeah, I mean, I really do like these two shades here, that I can tell you, and I did like this one as well. So it might be just a case of this shade just being too light to put in the crease, but I have found another use for it, so it's not all bad. So guys, we're going to leave the video here and we're going to come back for day 2 look 2 tomorrow, and I'm just hoping that we'll have better luck tomorrow with the filming. I think we will though, because I've got a different memory card. I think it was a memory card issue rather than a camera issue, so that shouldn't happen again. So yeah guys, I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 look 2. So today we are going to be doing day 2 look 2 with the Colourpop Miss Bliss palette. I'm hoping it's going to go better than it did yesterday, because that was an epic fail. The video stopped recording, so I filmed the entire video, or I thought I filmed the entire video, put all my eye makeup on, and none of it recorded. So I had to jump on and tell you what I did. So we've already gone through that, so I won't go through that again, but I basically used these pinks here. Today we are going to be using more of these oranges down this row. I think I'm just going to concentrate on this row. So we're going to go in with Whoa first, but before I do all that, you know what's coming, don't you? We're going to be putting some tape on. I think I need my headband. So we're matching today. Okay. Right, let's get started. So I'm just going to clean my Morphe crease brush off, or fluffy brush should I say. Yeah, so we're going to go in with Whoa. Which is another one of their sequin shades. But most of the mattes are in this palette, to be honest. So if you don't like Colourpop sequin shades, you're probably not going to like the palette. Because there's 5 in total. I haven't done my brows. I was in that much of a rush to get ready because it's Sunday and I'll be going to my mum's soon for Sunday dinner. Then I forgot to do my brows. Okay, so that's that. And then we're going to go in with this shade here. I thought I was going to go in with Vibrant Thing, but I've used that shade already. What I haven't used is Optimist, which is slightly darker, which is what I want anyway for the outer V, so we'll use that. I'll do that with this pencil brush I've got from Sigma. Which, to be honest, isn't that making it that much darker. I want to go into the actual crease as well and try and deepen that out. We'll build it up as much as we can. Not too sure what I think of this palette. I did like the pink look I did yesterday. By the time this video goes up, you would have already seen it because it was the one that I used for when I got my Influencer coffee, and that's going to go up tonight. So the date is, I'll just tell you how far apart they are. They're at least, this is at least 2 weeks before this look's going up. So we're on the 15th of August today. This is another sequin shade, but it doesn't have as much in it as Whoa does. Vibrant Thing, Of Quartz, Initiative's just a matte, and then we've got Loves It, the pink one. The pink one's nice, so the other shades I don't know. The jury's still out. I just need to put some Optimistic in the outer V. Okay, now the tape can come off. Does take a bit of your foundation off, but not much. Right, so I'm going to go back in with Of Quartz for the brow bone. It's not the best shade, but we don't really have much choice. And we'll be using that for the inner corners again. Right, and then I need to get my Japanesque packing brush And we're going to go in with the shimmer, which is going to be, I don't know if it's Palo Santo, but it's that one there, that peachy orange shimmer. I'm just packing loads onto the brush. It's more of an orange, a very pale orange, I would say. That's nice. Looks pretty. Right, then we're going to spritz the brush with my Primark, I thought it leaked. Then we're going to spritz the brush with my Primark Low Intensity Setting Spray. Get it more foiled, or try to. Yeah, that's definitely working. I've got some eyeshadow on the lash line. I have got some eyeshadow on the lashes. I was just trying to take that off. Right. Now I'm going to go in with this accent brush, and we're going to go in with the same shade, Optimist, for the lash line. Just checking the time. Nearly time to go. Okay, and I'm going to clean the brush off, and then we're going to go in with the very lightest shade here of Quartz for the inner corner, just to brighten it up a little bit. That's probably what that shade's for in the first place. At first I thought it was a little bit of a dud, but it works really well to brighten up the inner corner. Then we're going to go in with my Essence False Lashes Mascara. Okay, and then I'm keeping it simple for lips. I'm going in with this sleek lip crayon today. It's in the shade 1047 Colossal Coral, and it's by Sleek. It's one of those lip plumping crayons. It's quite nice. That's recorded. The camera just turned itself off, probably because the files. I'm saving some files on here that I need for the next video, but it's quite a long video. It's over half an hour, so I've just had to delete a little bit of that to actually film the rest of this. Right guys, so this is the finished look. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So far in this palette, I do like these pinks here for sure. I did like Initiative, that was quite nice. Optimist I really like as well. I don't know if I'm a lover of this Woe shade. I'm not. I mean, now that I know how to use this a little bit better, it's okay for inner corner and brow bone, this soft quartz shade, but I don't particularly like it. Woe I'm not too sure about, and Vibrant thing I'm not too sure about, so maybe we could use them tomorrow with this glitter here, this Law of Attraction glitter. Let's just, I've forgotten what that's like because it's been ages ago since I swatched it. So that's what the glitter looks like. Yeah, that's nice. Don't know if you're going to be able to see it with the light. But yeah, we'll be doing the third and final look tomorrow. So guys, this is what the overall look looks like. So I'm going to leave today's video here, and then we're going to come back tomorrow and do day 3 look 3. So I'll see you then. Guys, so today we are going to be doing day 3, look 3 with this beautiful palette here. So it's the Colourpop Miss Bliss, and like I said in yesterday's video, I'm going to work on these shades going down here, and we're going to add the glitter at the end. And I'll probably use this shade here as well, Vibrant thing. I'm not 100% sure, but I probably will. So need some tape. Right, so let's see what shade we're going to use first then. Maybe Intuitive. I'm sure I've used this before. Yeah, I have. So we'll be shopping my stash later on. The palettes have already been picked out, so at least I don't have to worry about picking them. Right, and the deepest shade we can use is this Optimistic shade here. So I'm just going to go in with my Sigma pencil brush for the outer V. And we're definitely going to have to put a base shade down if I'm going to be using that glitter. I might just have to put this Optimistic all over. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. So I'm going to go in with my Cargo Magic Eye brush. And we're going to go in with Optimistic just all over the lid as our base shade. Okay, let's take the tape off. Right, now I'm just going to get my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. Pop a bit of this on. And then I'm going to go in with Law of Attraction. This one here, so it's just the glitter. And we're going to press it on. Just be careful when you do this, guys, because it's not eye safe. And always wear a glitter glue. Putting quite a lot on just because I don't have any shimmer down. Right, that should be enough. So let's do the other eye. Oh, that looks pretty. I need a wipe. Let me just go and grab a wipe. Right, so for the lash line, let me just get the brush. We're going to go back in with the Optimist shade. And then I'm going to take that colour off, and we're going to go in with the lightest shade in the palette of Quartz for the inner corner and the brow bone. Okay, now we're going to put some Essence to False Lashes mascara on. Okay. Then we're going to go in with this Tarte Ravishing Lip Surgeon. I think it's just in the shade Ravishing, I think that's what it is. It's just a really nice pink. I've not used it in a very long time, so I thought I would use it today, and I thought it would go really nice with this look. Right guys, and that concludes the look. So we've done all 3 days with this look. Granted, the first look that I did with the pinks it turned out well. It's just I didn't manage to capture it on video, but I did go through the shades that I used. And then yesterday we used the oranges, and as I was putting my brow products on, the camera stopped then, so hopefully it will have recorded all of this. And then we've done this look today with those two there and then the glitter there. I didn't end up using the Vibrant Thing one, but I'd already used that yesterday. I think it's a really nice palette. At first, on the first day, I really didn't like this off quartz shade, but now I know how to use it better for the inner corner and for the brow bone. I don't think it's meant to be used as like a crease shade. I mean, on the finger there you can see it quite well, but when I put it on the hand you can't see it at all. It's just transparent. But if you use a really small brush, then you can get colour from it. If you use a small brush, something like the Real Techniques accent brush, or even one of these kind of brushes, then you'll get colour payoff, but it's not like for a crease shade. It's a good kind of blending out shade if you go in too heavy with the eyeshadows, but you can't really go too heavy with these because they're really light, I would say. So yeah, I do like it, but I don't think it's my favourite palette out of the vault. The first one I'll choose if I want to use one of those palettes is Aura and Out, then In a Trance, and then this one. But I suppose I could get all 3 palettes out and do a look with them and see what I create. So I'm glad to have it, but it's not my favourite palette. I have done swatches on it already, so I'll link it to the video. So this concludes the video guys. Thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. Please like, it really does help out. Share and comment, and if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'm currently working on the giveaway and I would love for you to enter when it does finally go up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.